So as may have been mentioned, today was a rest day in Logroño. But I thought I'd take this opportunity to talk about some of the things over the last week that we've been reminded of. Not that we didn't know, but that we've been reminded of. One is, no matter how much you prepare, you cannot make other people prepare. Specifically when it comes to plastic bags. If you've watched any videos on YouTube, you already know that you shouldn't come to the Camino with plastic bags. And I don't mean plastic bags that you can pack when you're outside of the Camino, because sometimes you do some grocery shoppings and you're going to want some plastic bags. But your clothing should not be in plastic bags. All the items that you need should not be in plastic bags.
This at 5 in the morning does not work.
So yes, especially if you think you're going to be a 5 a.m. person, do not bring plastic bags. All you're going to do is make enemies on the Camino. Okay? Now, speaking of 5 o'clock in the morning people, 5 o'clock in the morning people are just fine. I've been a 5 o'clock in the morning person on my past Camino. So I completely understand wanting to get out before it gets really hot. But if you're a 5 o'clock in the morning person, don't assume everyone else in the room is. And if you see other peregrinos sleeping, do not turn on the light. We were in an albergue a couple days ago, and the people thought nothing of going and turn on the light, and half the room was still sleeping. I mean, yes, we were awake, but the other people were sleeping, and it's just the nice thing to do is to leave the light off. Now, that being said, same goes at night. Most albergues will tell you about their lights out time or their quiet time. And I do agree with a lot of peregrinos that the afternoon is not fair for most of us. We're arriving there, we need to get our things out for showers, and you have things to say, and the peregrinos that have decided to take an afternoon nap need to deal with it to a certain degree. And I hate to be mean about it, but they do. But at night, I think everybody should be conscientious that some people need to go to sleep at 8 p.m., some people need to go to sleep at 10 p.m. And I think you should at least be as quiet as you can be so that those peregrinos can get some sleep. Again, that's not necessarily me, but I'm also not an afternoon nap person, so my bedtime is somewhere in the middle there. So I think overall we just need to be conscientious with each other. Everybody has different schedules, different paces, different times, different expectations. But for sure, lights, your cell phone going off at all hours of the night, plastic bags, those are all things that you should think about before coming on the Camino, and make sure that you mitigate so that you have friends on the Camino and not people who really want to make sure they pick a different albergue if they see you checking into the one they had intended to check into. So those are just a few words. You obviously can make up your own mind, but if you take anything away from this particular video is no plastic bags.